Marine Corps JROTC of Clifton High School that will be presenting the colors this evening. Remain standing for the national anthem, performed by the Mustang Concert Band and sung by the concert choir singers, and the flag salute led by Perla Escobar.
Sí, sí.
I'm standing up.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. The Honorable Mayor and Zaldjian City Council, members of the Board of Education, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Tardallo, Interim Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Nasatelli, Principal, Mr. Warren, administrators, faculty, parents, and friends. On behalf of the class of 2009, I welcome you to our commencement program. 2 years ago, when I went to summer leadership camp for Marine Corps JROTC, at camp we encountered many difficult challenges, and many times we were forced to overcome our deepest fears. My deepest fear was the fear of heights. On the third day at camp, our challenge was to rappel down a 50-foot tower. Needless to say, I had some difficulty with that. As I was standing 50 feet in the air, looking over the edge of the tower, I began to cry. I thought that when I put my feet over the edge, I was going to fall. But then my camp counselor, named Jess, told me to look into her eyes, and the words she said to me I'll never forget. "Brenna, do you trust me?" "Yes," I answered, still with no intentions of budging. When she forced me to look at her again, she said, "Brenna, I won't let you fall." By the time I got to the bottom of the tower, I not only conquered my biggest fear, but I also learned an important lesson, something that applies to everyone sitting behind me today. I never would have reached the bottom if it weren't for Jess's help. We've had some very troubling times in the last 4 years. We've had our hearts broken. We've all been scared to death about the future, about what's going to happen to us after high school. We've lost friends, and trust me when I say, they're truly missed today. We've experienced many of the same ups and downs as those sitting to the left or right of us. Through all of these rough times, we've been there for each other. At the beginning of our 5th grade year, we learned what hate could do to the world. However, we also saw what love could do. After September 11th, the United States pulled together and we dealt with our fear, hurt, and sorrow together. Similarly, the class of 2009 has pulled together. We have volunteered to work in shelters and hospitals. We have marched in cancer walks and AIDS walks. We've even pulled together to donate $1,400 to open a clinic for those less fortunate. But what we've done thus far cannot be the end of our calling. If you look at the world around you, there are countless things that need to be fixed. All around us, there are poverty, violence, hatred, and despair. To solve these problems we see in the world, we must continue to pull together. Ari Ponkovici once said, "Graduation is only a concept. In real life, every day you graduate." Graduation is a process that goes on until the last day of your life. If you can grasp that, you'll make a difference. What I say to you today is that you can make a difference. In order to do that, we need to have faith.